Welcome to CCN with your Sunday News, which also stands for Crazy Cool News.
Hi, my name is Alana.
And I'm Emma.
No, I'm Emma.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm Alana.
Okay, now that we know who we are again, here's the Mad Scientist with your weather.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the Mad Scientist, and I'm here to bring you this week's forecast with a crazy smile on my face. Today there will be increasing clouds with a high of 38 degrees and a low of 22 degrees. On Monday, grab an umbrella for lunch because there will be a little afternoon rain and a high of 41 degrees and a low of 31 degrees. On Tuesday, grab your sunglasses because it will be mostly sunny with a high of 43 degrees and a low of 32 degrees. On Wednesday, sun and some clouds with a high of 47 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. On Thursday, cloudy with a little rain and a high of 43 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. On a Friday, times of clouds and sun with a high of 44 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. On Saturday, grab your sunglasses again because it will be mostly sunny and warmer with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. And see you next time when I take over the world.
I think Trevor needs a haircut.
Oh, Alana, you're so funny.
Oh, I know. Now we have Kendra with International News.
Hello, I'm Kendra with your International News. Today I will be informing you about hoverboards exploding all over the world. Kids have been wanting this hot item, a hoverboard, as in popular but also as in catching on fire. This item has already been banned in New York. If any customer who has purchased a hoverboard and something goes wrong will be contacted by Overstock.com and will get a refund. Only if your purchase is within 2 weeks. If you got your hoverboard for Christmas, I'm sorry, but you're out of luck. So far, there are 52 reports of fires in total, and unfortunately, people have lost their homes with a total of $2 million in property damage. Some are exploding while charging and others while riding. One of them was exploded near a kiosk in the Washington Mall. There's some hoverboards even exploding in the UK and Hong Kong. The real mystery of it is that there's no single reason of this happening, and it is official that there is no single brand to avoid buying this item from. The first explosion was because of the confusion between a laptop charger and a hoverboard charger. How can you prevent this from happening? First, you need to monitor the charging process, at least when you charge the smart balance wheel for the first time. Just a reminder, don't sleep with it in the charger and you can't overcharge it. That concludes this segment. See you back in the studio.
Yeah, Kendra, I'm never buying a hoverboard after that.
Thanks for informing our viewers. Hope everyone out there that does have a hoverboard is cautious.
Now we have Lowen with a public safety announcement.
Lowen here with today's public safety news. I will be talking about how to take cover from a big storm like a tornado. There is no such thing as guaranteed safety inside a tornado because there are always accidents. Most tornadoes, people can survive using these safety ideas. At home, have a tornado plan in case a tornado comes. Based on the kind of dwelling you live in, know where you can take shelter in a matter of seconds. And practice a family tornado drill at least once a year. Have a place to meet after a disaster. When a tornado watch is issued, think about the drill and check to make sure all your safety supplies are handy. Turn on the local TV, radio, and stay alert for warnings. Forget about the old notion of opening windows to equalize pressure. A tornado will blast open the windows for you. If you shop frequently at certain stores, learn where there are bathrooms, storage rooms, or other interior shelter areas away from windows, and the shortest ways to get there. All administrators of schools, hospitals, sports arenas, etc. should have a tornado safety plan in place, with signs posted to direct everyone to a safe, close-by shelter area. Schools and office building managers should regularly run drills. If you are planning to build a house, consider a safe room. Back to you in the studio.
It's a tornado!
I think that it is a good idea to have a family plan for natural disasters. I'm going to have my family make safety plans.
Now we have Owen with sports.
Hi, I'm Owen here with sports. Today I'll be talking about our own Boston Bruins. The Bruins are having a decent season. They finished in 4th place in the Eastern Conference at the end of February with 34 wins, 23 losses, and 6 overtime losses. At the end of February, the Bruins are trailing the Washington Capitals, the New York Rangers, and the Florida Panthers. In my opinion, the Montreal Canadiens are the Bruins' biggest rivals. Bruins own Brad Marchand averages 22 goals per game. He scored 2 goals in February, which earned him a career-high of 30 goals in the season. Bruins goalie Tuukka Rask has been doing well in net. He lets in 1 to 3 goals per game. Louis Eriksson, one of the Bruins' best players, might become a free agent because his contract has expired. If we lose Eriksson, it will be a big loss for the team. The NHL playoffs begin on Wednesday, April 13th. The Stanley Cup begins Wednesday, June 1st at 8 p.m. I hope the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. Let's go Bees. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, I love the Bruins.
Let's go Bruins, let's go! Now we have Derek with the Flint, Michigan water crisis.
Hello, Derek here with your national news. Flint, Michigan is in a water crisis because since the 1800s, they've been putting rotting lumber in the Flint River. Then, in the 1900s, there were so many contaminants, it caught fire twice due to the mixture of lead and oil. Flint settled down until 2014, then it has had a problem again. The contaminants killed 10 people and injured 77 other people. The 3 worst contaminants and pollutants that have injured and killed people for more than a century ago are natural biological waste, treated industrial, and human waste. Untreated waste is usually intentionally dumped into the river, but if it is accidental, it's not probable. Drinking the Flint River water is causing lead poisoning, skin rashes, and carcinogens. Even with properly treated water, it still contains lead and other contaminants. Hopefully our government can clean up the Flint River. Back to you in the studio.
I feel so bad for the people of Flint, Michigan. Derek's right. Hopefully our government will help clean up their water.
I know, right?
Now we have Alana with local news.
Hi, I'm Alana with your local news. Today I'm going to report about famous people of Londonderry. First, we have Ocean-born Mary, whose father, James Wilson, was one of the grantees of Londonderry in 1719. Ocean-born Mary was born at sea when her parents boarded a ship to New England. Pirates raided the ship and spared everyone's life when James Wilson and his wife Elizabeth agreed that the pirate captain could name their baby Mary. The captain left Mary a green silk brocade to be used as her wedding gown. Soon after landing in New England, Mary and her mother moved to Londonderry, New Hampshire after her father's death. Another famous person of Londonderry is General George Reed, who settled in Londonderry with his wife in 1757. George Reed is a famous general who led the Minutemen in the Battle of Bunker Hill during the Revolutionary War. He was later made a captain in 1776 by the Continental Congress. Londonderry's own Matthew Thornton was one of the people who signed the Declaration of Independence. He lived in Derry Village in 1757. His house was called the Howe House. In 1976, Central School of Londonderry was later renamed Matthew Thornton Elementary School. Lastly is John Stark. He was born at Londonderry on August 28, 1728. John Stark led the troops of backwoodsmen from New Hampshire and Vermont to fight the British in many battles, including the Battle of Bunker Hill. Wow, those are some interesting people from history that lived here in Londonderry. Back to you, Emma.
Thank you, Alana. I hope I'm considered one day a famous person from Londonderry.
Me too.
What if we
do get on that list? Now we have Emma with entertainment.
Hello, everyone. I'm Emma, coming to you from the Crazy Cool News. Today I will be talking about the Kids Baking Championship on the Food Network. Young bakers from across the country competed in a variety of baking challenges. As season 2 went on, the one and only Rebecca Bailey, who is 13 years old from Texas, won. She won the ultimate prize of $25,000 that she was going to use to buy chickens. Her motto is, "Go big or go home." Rebecca won by making an awesome beach cake that looked like a real beach that you can go to. The judges that picked Rebecca to win are Valerie Bertinelli, which is an actress, and Jeff Goldman, who is the owner of Charm City Cakes. I hope Rebecca opens her own bakery so I can try some of her delicious cakes. Back to you, Alana.
Talking about food is making me hungry.
Me too. Now we have Kendra and Owen doing an interview with an athletic trainer.
I'm Owen.
And I'm Kendra from Crazy Cool News. We are here today interviewing Sean Jordan, an athletic trainer.
When do you want to be an athletic trainer?
Well, I guess that was probably in college. I knew I wanted to be a physical therapist when I was in high school, but college is when I wanted to be an athletic trainer.
What college did you earn your degree?
Merrimack College in Andover, Massachusetts, and then UMass Lowell was where I got my doctorate from physical therapy.
What professional sports teams have you worked with?
I've worked with a hockey team called Boston Blades, which is a professional women's hockey team, as well as the Patriots.
What is it like being an athletic trainer for the Patriots?
It's fun. It's a good job. Being an athletic trainer anywhere is fun. It's being in the medical field in general is a good job to be in. But working with the Pats is good. It's a lot of hours, but it is a fun job. We learn a lot and see a lot of different cool things.
Which players do you directly work with?
What was that?
Which players do you directly work with?
We work with the whole team as a whole medical staff, so we work with everyone.
What was it like being on the field during a game working with the players?
It's definitely cool, especially growing up in this area. So being on the sideline, seeing the games, as opposed to being in the stands or at home, it was a cool experience the first time, and then it became work. So it's still fun though.
What is the most difficult challenge about your job?
Most difficult, probably just the hours. It's a lot of hours that we put in, but.
What procedures were needed when Gronk got hurt?
Let me think when he got hurt. Which time, I guess. But basically, anytime anyone, it could kind of be general, anytime anyone gets hurt, we go through a series of tests to figure out what was wrong with them, both in here, and then we also go to the hospital as well if needed, and then perform whatever treatments we need to get them back to the field.
How did you feel when the Patriots lost the AFC Championship game?
When they lost, definitely wasn't as good as when they won last year. But yeah, definitely a different feeling, and it was. So I'd much rather win than lose the AFC Championship.
What are you looking forward to the next football season?
Not losing an AFC Championship.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you in the studio.
That looks like a fun job.
Wow, now I want to be an athletic trainer.
See you next time from Crazy Cool News. Bye, viewers.
Are you running late for a bus, train, or a plane? Yes? Then buy the Speedy 101 shoes. These were invented by Trevor the Mad Scientist.
I use the latest in speed technology and even my own password, aka put #10 on the bottom. Here's an example of Speedy 101 shoes. Here is Lowen.
Hi everybody, I'm here to one across the United States.
Where is he? He should be back by now.
Oh, there he is.
I ran so fast, I ran around the world.
Oh, that's why it took you so long.
Buy two, get a free Fitbit. Only 1 million payments of $1. Don't exceed 50,000 miles per hour.
Hello. Welcome to AA News, which means Amanda and Andrew News.
No, Andrew and Amanda News.
Okay, sure. Now we have Maylee with the best tech products of 2015.
Hello, my name is Maylee. I'm going to tell you about the best tech products of 2015. Number 1, Sling TV is basically cable TV on your portable device. If you want to watch TV on the go, Sling TV is for you. Although it is a little bit expensive, it's $20 a month, and if you want to watch even more channels, it's an extra $5 a month. Number 2, the Roku 3 is really simple and straight to the point. My family and I own it. It's really easy to use, and it's not that expensive. It's $100. It's really convenient if you don't really want to watch cable TV. It includes Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube, and more. It also lets you search the web. Number 3, the Nintendo 3DS XL is a new and improved Nintendo. The buttons and stylus are much more comfortable and is huge compared to the other ones. It is much faster and makes less noise when starting another game. Number 4. The MacBook is the lightest laptop Apple's ever made. It is super thin and super light. There are 3 types of them. There's a MacBook, MacBook Air, and MacBook Pro. They have super pretty screens, but it is super expensive compared to PC laptops. Number 5. The LG G4 is a high-quality smartphone. It takes amazing pictures and has amazing graphics. Their efforts are super bright and colorful. If you want to take great pictures, don't buy a camera, just buy this phone. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Maylee. That was very interesting.
I haven't heard of most of that, but I enjoyed listening about the best tech products for 2015.
Now we have Rachel doing public safety.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, my name is Rachel, and here's some public safety for you. My message to you is that we have to stop dumping our trash in the ocean. Water pollution affects the entire biosphere. Although you might think the trash you dump on the shores of the beach won't affect the animals in the ocean, it will. The trash that you just dropped will get carried into the ocean by the current. Then, when it gets far enough out, the animals will start to die. Fishing line that is cut off your fishing rod is one of the most dangerous threats to the ocean animals. There once was a seal that got its neck wrapped up in fishing line. Fortunately, a team of rescuers were alerted about this seal. They took the seal to a rescue center and found an infection on the seal's neck. They removed the fishing line immediately and got to work on fixing the infection with the right medicines. Then they take the seal to a saltwater rehab pool so that the infection cure a little better. A few months after being treated, the rescuers decided it is now safe enough to let the seal back into the ocean and off the boat. They tag the seal before they let it off the boat and back to the ocean, just to make sure that the seal doesn't get into any more trouble. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Rachel. Wow, that was an informal story on water pollution.
I agree. People have to stop throwing their trash in the ocean.
I know, right?
I've never thrown any of my trash in the ocean.
Me either. Now we have Michael with our 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Amanda. Michael here to tell you about this week's weather. It's going to be in the 40s this week with a high of 47 and a low of 31. On Monday, it's going to be a little rain in the afternoon with a high of 41, a low of 31. Make sure you bring your umbrella and raincoat. Tuesday is going to be a beautiful day, clear and a high of 43 and a low of 32. Wednesday is going to be close to 50 and some sun and clouds, 47 high, 35 low. Thursday is going to have a little rain with a high of 43 and a low of 35. Make sure you bring your rain gear. Friday is sunny and cloudy at times, with a high of 44, a low of 35. This is the weather for the week. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Michael. It is very nice to know I need to bring a coat on Monday and Thursday.
Now I know what days I'll be able to go outside with my friends or ride my bike.
Maybe I can go play basketball as well. Speaking of basketball, up next we have Ben with sports.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, this is Ben with your sports news. Today I'll be talking about the top 5 rookies in the NBA. First off is 20-year-old Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia, who is my favorite rookie this year. I think all those haters out there who booted him in his first several games are regretting it now. Porzingis is a 7-footer who averages about 14 points, 7.4 rebounds a game, and 1.2 assists. He's the power forward for the New York Knicks and was the number 4 pick in the NBA draft. Number 2, Karl-Anthony Towns is a 20-year-old rookie from New Jersey. He played college ball for Kentucky. Towns plays power forward for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This 7-footer averages 17.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks a game. He was the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. Next up is 19-year-old Emmanuel Mudiay, a rookie from the Congo who plays overseas at China for several years. He averages about 11.3 points, 5.8 assists, 3.2 rebounds a game. He plays point guard for the Denver Nuggets. 76ers rookie, 20-year-old Jahlil Okafor from Arizona was the number 3 pick in the NBA draft. He played at Duke University. Go Blue Devils! Okafor averages about 17.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks a game. Lastly is 20-year-old D'Angelo Dante Russell from Louisville, Kentucky, who plays for point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. He averages 13.1 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 rebounds a game. He played at Ohio State and was the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. As playoff brackets are decided, people start to think about end-of-the-year awards. Karl-Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves probably has a great shot at Rookie of the Year because he averages a double-double every game. We'll see if anyone else steps up and has a strong finish to edge him out. I'm Ben Reese, your go-to-hoops guy. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ben. I didn't know there were so many rookies in the NBA.
Yeah, they definitely don't play like rookies. Swoosh!
Hey, LeBron James, ever heard of a play?
You mean like when they dress up in costumes and dance on stage?
Kind of, but speaking of play, we have Jessica with our local news about the Palace Theater.
Thank you, Amanda. Hi, viewers. I'm Jessica here with your local news. Are you looking for some entertainment or a night out in the town? Well, the Palace Theater, located in Hanover Street in Manchester, New Hampshire, could be what you're looking for. The Palace Theater is a performing arts theater that airs a variety of different genres, from kids theater to comedy shows to Broadway hits. Now for some more fun facts about this amazing establishment. The Palace Theater was founded in 1921 and then opened 5 years later on September 2nd, 1926 in Manchester, New Hampshire. Since then, the Palace has been performing hit shows such as The Lion King, The Sound of Music, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and Little Mermaid, and much more. Palace offers a wonderful youth performing arts camp that provides acting classes and concludes with a performance. How can you get tickets to see these performances? You can buy them on their website or at the box office located on Hanover Street in Manchester. Hope to see you soon at the Palace for an evening of fun. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jessica. I didn't know that much about the Palace Theater.
I haven't been there before, but it sounds cool.
Well, I've been there before, and it was great.
Okay, I will have to visit there this weekend.
Now we have Jessica and Rachel interviewing Katie Gore, their drama teacher at Matthew Thornton School.
Hi, it's Rachel and Jessica.
Here with Katie Gore on AA News.
Jessica and I have Katie Gore as a drama instructor, and we have a few questions for her today.
Why did you decide to help with Drama Club?
I decided to help with Drama Club because I love working with you guys and it's a lot of fun for me, and I also just love theater and everything involved with that, and it's something I look forward to every day.
What's your favorite part about drama?
My favorite part? Probably watching you guys grow from the first time we see each other in September, October, whenever we meet, all the way until the show, because you guys grow so much and it's just really fun to watch that.
What is your favorite dance that you teach in the Lion King Jr.?
Well, since I teach two different groups, but you both are lionesses, I'll give a lioness one. I love Shadowland. My favorite one, well, I loved choreographing Lioness Hunt, but now I think my favorite one is Shadowland because you guys just do such an excellent job with it, and it's just really fun to watch.
Cool. I like that dance too.
If you had to, what character would you be in the show?
Good question, Rachel.
I would love to be a lioness, either Nala or Sarabi or Serafina or any of the lionesses, because I think it's really cool.
How does it feel for this to be your last year with the drama club?
Yeah, isn't it sad?
It's very sad. I'm going to miss you guys a lot. I've been doing it for a lot of years, ever since it started when I was in 5th grade. And so it's going to be very sad, but I promise I'll come back and visit. So.
Out of all the shows you help with, which is your favorite?
I don't know if I can pick a favorite, but I think that they get better and better every year, so it's really fun to watch that. I love Lion King. Sound of Music was a lot of fun, and Once Upon a Mattress was great. I think every show that we've done has had a really fun aspect to it, so I like that each one's unique. This one's unique, and it's really awesome.
Do you ever have plans and have to cancel because of drama?
All the time. Yes, and I don't sleep very much these couple weeks, but I make it work.
Have you ever done a show for drama or out of drama?
I haven't. So I performed in a summer show twice at an international camp, and then when I was in middle school, I was in stage crew all 3 years, but then I became more involved here, so I haven't done any at the high school.
Do you go home right after school or right to drama?
I don't go home right after school. I either do homework in the library or I go to a club meeting. Today I was running a club meeting, so lots of different stuff before I get here.
Do you do dance? If so, what type of dance?
I don't do dance anymore. I did dance for 5 years, and it was mostly ballet with a little bit of jazz and tap for 1 year.
Thanks for joining us.
With Katie Gore. Okay, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, guys. Now we have Amanda with our national news on Scott Kelly.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, this is Amanda with your national news. Astronaut Scott Kelly launched into space on March 27, 2015, and spent nearly a year there. Kelly celebrated his 52nd birthday in space on February 21st. Then on December 21st, Kelly went on a spacewalk and successfully moved the International Space Station's mobile transporter rail. Kelly safely returned on Earth on March 1st of 2016 at 11:26 p.m. Wow, that sounds like he had a lot of fun in space. I bet it was difficult for him to be away from his loved ones for a year. Back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Amanda. Wow, Kelly spent his 52nd birthday in space. I wonder how he felt spending his birthday in space.
I wonder if it was scary being in space with no one else there to help if something goes wrong.
Well, not for an experienced astronaut like him.
Well, anyway, now we have Andrew with international news.
Hi, my name is Andrew Susi, and I am here with your international news story. Today I'll be talking about China's most national treasure, the panda. For many years, China has used its pandas to greatly improve their relationship with other countries. With the number of pandas rising, China's practice of loaning pandas to zoos is becoming much stronger. If China can restore the bears to their natural habitat, it can improve China's reputation of wildlife conservation. The number of pandas in China has been shrinking for years, mainly to the loss of their habitat. The numbers of pandas have gone to 1,864 to 1,600 in a decade. China has been lending pandas to other nations for many years. Pandas have helped China's military and economic power show a friendly face to the world. These cuddly animals are peaceful and mostly vegetarian. Zhang Hemin, director of the China Conservation and Wildlife Research Center for the giant panda, says, their ancestors killed and ate meat like other bears, but somehow pandas lost that instinct. This is an important message for us to send overseas, that we promote peace. In 1972, U.S. President Richard Nixon traveled to China to improve relations with the country. In return, China gave the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. 2 baby pandas. Last August, panda twins were born at the zoo. One died shortly, but the other is named Bei. Pandas are a good business for China. Instead of giving the bears to foreign zoos, China will lend them for 10 years at a time for $1 million a year. That's all. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, I didn't know that China used pandas to have peace with other countries. That's AA News. See you next time.
Introducing the freeze button. It stops time. If you're really told you can freeze time and not do it for work. It's only 3 small payments of $50. 5 years today.
Call 1-800-555-555. Shipping is free. Call now, do not get 1, not 2, but 3 free freeze buttons.
It's Brady.
And Heidi here with MT News 5.
Our first story is NBA stars from Evan.
Hi, I'm Evan here, and today I'm going to talk about some really good NBA stars. First off, we have the Houston Rockets star, James Harden. He is their point guard, and he has a whopping 28.5 shooting percentage. He has a 7.0 assist percentage. James Harden also has an average rebound of a 6.3. Next, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers star, LeBron James. LeBron's shooting average is a 26.4. He has an assist percentage of a 6.6. He finally has a rebound average of a crazy 7.2. Now for the final awesome NBA star is Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry has an amazing shooting percentage of a 30.7. He also has an assist average of a 6.6. Steph also has a rebound percentage of a 5.3. That's all I have for you. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, Steph Curry and LeBron James are awesome players.
Thanks, Evan. Next up, we have Megan with how to stay safe in a hurricane.
Thank you, Heidi. Hurricanes can happen at any time and may catch you off guard. But thanks to weather reports, you will know when they strike. Unfortunately, weather reports can't technically save your life, but these tips can, so let's get started. The first tip is, when a hurricane occurs, get indoors immediately. Hurricane winds are really strong. Evacuate from mobile houses and get to a shelter. Get away from areas that are bound to be flooded. Of course, don't let pets outside before and definitely not during a hurricane. Board up windows and stay away from them. Even after a hurricane, it still won't be safe, so here are some more tips. Stay indoors until it is completely safe. Check for hurt or trapped people in a way that won't put you in danger. Look out for flooding, which may happen after a hurricane. Never try to drive in flooded roads. Keep away from standing water. It could be electrically charged. And finally, don't drink tap water until officials say it's completely safe to do. Thank you for listening to these tips. I hope you all stay safe in hurricanes. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you for the public safety announcement, Megan.
Now I know how to stay safe in extreme weather. Now we have an awesome story about the top 5 inventions from Caden.
Hi, Caden here with the top 5 coolest inventions ever. Number 5 is a beanbag. A beanbag is a cloth sack that is full of little styrofoam pellets. It's portable seating and is perfect to sit on and read a book. Talk about a great place to read. It costs $45. Number 4 is the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch is an amazing watch. You can text, play games, tell time, and look at the weather. It's a great watch for a busy person. It costs $349. Number 3 is the Swagway. It is a battery-powered electric scooter with no handles. They are great for short-distance transportation. Swagways are amazing for touring the city. It costs $357. Number 2 is the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift is a virtual reality gaming headset. It's really good for action-packed games. Don't miss out on the fun, and it costs $350. Number 1 is the Coolest. The Coolest is a cooler on wheels equipped with Bluetooth speakers, a blender, a cutting board, and is great for parties and a day at the beach. It costs $499. Back to you in the studio.
Cool. I don't know about you, but I know what I'm getting for my birthday, a hoverboard.
That sounds awesome, but I want the Apple Watch. Now for your 4-day forecast from Katie.
Hi, this is Katie with the weather for the next 4 days. Pack away your winter jackets because the next 4 days are going to be in the mid-50s. Sunday, it will be a high of 52 degrees and sunny, continuing to Monday with this warmer trend. Monday will be 56 degrees and mostly sunny, warmer than the average of 49 degrees for this time of year. Tuesday, it remains warm at 55 degrees, but break out the umbrella as we may have a little rain and mostly cloudy. Wrapping up the 4-day forecast, the sun will come out again on Wednesday, but with a high of only 49 degrees and possibly going down to 32 degrees. So be careful. It could be slippery if yesterday's rain freezes and these temperatures could be below the average for this time of year. Fun in the sun early in the week. Grab an extra sweater on Thursday. Back to you in the studio.
Yay, spring's finally coming.
I can't wait until I get home so I can play outside. Now here's Heidi with Tut Trouble.
Thanks, Brady. Hi, I'm Heidi here with Tut Trouble. In 2014, 8 museum workers in Cairo, Egypt were accused of breaking King Tutankhamun's beard off his mask. They will be seriously fined for this accident. It is still unknown how the mask was broken or when the trial will be. Possible ways the mask may have broken are as the following. Some people think the mask fell off during cleaning, while others think the beard fell off with age. However, this is a very important lesson to treat artifacts carefully. Back to you in the studio.
I can't believe that Tut's mask broke.
I know, right?
Now it's Megan
and Katie with our interview.
They will be interviewing Mr. Edwards, a weather app designer.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, I'm Katie, and we're from MT News 5.
We are interviewing Mark Edwards, who makes weather apps.
Now for the first question.
Do you like your job?
I love my job. If I wasn't doing it as a job, I'd probably do it as a hobby.
Okay. What's your favorite part about doing the weather?
I have to say, watching people use my apps and be able to stay safe, and watching everybody just using them. I mean
Okay. How do you make the apps?
Oh, wow. How long have you got? It takes quite a long time, probably in the region of 3 months to build an app from scratch. If we're just updating an app, it's probably about a month. Yeah.
How do you make the apps tell the weather?
The apps use a lot of computers to tell the weather. We have a number of computers down in Atlanta and a number of computers up here in Andover. And the apps talk to the computers there and collect all the weather information and then display it in the apps.
I know that it takes more than one person to write entire apps, so how do you communicate with your group?
So that's a really good question. I have teams pretty much all over the world. I have a team in Atlanta, I have a team in San Francisco, I have a team in Andover, I have a team in the Ukraine, and we have some people actually work for us over in India. And we communicate with each other using something called Hangouts, which is a little bit like FaceTime, if you're familiar with using FaceTime with Apple. But it allows us to see each other and talk to each other, and we have meetings all throughout the day, and that's how we communicate.
When you make apps, does it confuse you?
It can do when there are problems with the apps and we're struggling to fix the apps because they don't always work the first time. We can get really confusing problems, and we can spend days trying to fix them.
You can't just spend almost an entire day working on apps, so do you do anything else?
Well, I have a lot of meetings. As I said, we spend a lot of time talking with each other and describing problems. We also spend time on big whiteboards, just designing new features and trying to think about what we're going to do next. So if I'm not writing apps or I'm not talking to people about how to write apps, we're probably thinking about what to do next.
How many apps have you made?
About 400. Right now we're only managing about 3 or 4 of them, but in the past we've done a lot.
Have you developed a pattern for making apps?
I guess the answer is yes. There is certainly tricks that you learn to build apps that you follow so that when you build an app you're not always starting from scratch. So there are definitely patterns that you use, things that you learn along the way.
Do you make weather apps on every single electronic?
Not every single electronic, most of the common ones. So if you own a cell phone, then we pretty much write apps for all the cell phones that you'd be using. iPads, Android tablets. We're even about to produce an app for an Xbox. So most of them. Megan's going to be excited now so she can use hers on her Xbox.
Thank you, Mark, for your cooperation.
Thank you also for the answers. Back to the studio. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Now it's Brady with the top 5 colleges in New Hampshire.
Thanks, Heidi. Hi, I'm Brady here with the top 5 colleges in New Hampshire. The 5th best college in New Hampshire is Southern New Hampshire University, also known as SNU. SNU is located in Hooksett, New Hampshire. SNU was founded in 1982 and is a private educational institution. They are considered one of the best career colleges in New Hampshire. SNU attracts a large population of adults, non-traditional students, and professionals. The 4th best college in New Hampshire is Plymouth State University. Plymouth State is in Plymouth, New Hampshire. It was founded in 1871. They offer 40 major fields such as architecture, biomedical sciences, foreign languages, communication, and journalism. The 3rd best college in New Hampshire is St. Anselm's College. It is located in Manchester, New Hampshire. It was founded in 1889, and they have 40 majors and 20 minors. The 2nd best college in New Hampshire is University of New Hampshire, also known as UNH. UNH is located in Durham, New Hampshire, along the coast, and was founded in 1866. The university has a 2,600-acre campus. UNH offers 2,000 courses in over 100 majors. The #1 college in New Hampshire is Dartmouth College. Dartmouth is located in Hanover, New Hampshire, and was founded in 1769. It is an Ivy League and also one of the smallest Ivy Leagues. The campus is 200 acres, and the total undergraduate population is about 4,200 students. I hope you are able to go to one of these colleges. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, I never knew there were so many colleges in New Hampshire.
I know where I'm going to college. I'm going to UNH.
Well, I'm going to FIT.
Where's that?
New York City, the city of fashion.
Girls.
That's it from MT News 5.
Have you ever gotten thirsty in the middle of a game and you're too lazy to get up? Now you vote. Now introducing the Drink Up. The Drink Up is a top hat with 2 straws connecting to 2 water bottles. You press one of the buttons and the drink you choose will appear in the water bottles. You buy the drink up at any local store near you for $50.95.
It'll help your thirst and it's battery powered.
It tastes good.